Okay, so I want to make this quick video showing you how Jake, who was in the List Money Multiplier program, made $52,000 in 3.5 months, and he only started with 3,000 followers. So it really shows you how much money you can make, especially in his case. He's got a really strong market. You don't have to be in this market. This is just one example. You can be in any market, really, as long as you're helping people solve a problem. So you can be in the fitness niche, health, whatever. You can be in relationships, different business niche, whatever it might be. And this process is still going to work for you. So I'm going to show you how it works. It's actually very straightforward. It's very simple. And the biggest challenge for everybody is always setting it up. And that's exactly what we do in the List Money Multiplier program. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, so as far as tweeting goes, content, all that, Jake is only putting out a few tweets a day, and it's all about high-ticket e-commerce. And he's even gone entire weeks, maybe even a month at a time without tweeting, which is kind of funny. It just kind of shows that he's also been doing other things. He's been distracted, yet he's still making a lot of money from this. But you can just see right here, most of what he's talking about is high-ticket e-com, but he talks about some other things here and there as well. And then all he does is, in his second tweet, oftentimes, is he just says, here's my coaching and here's my course. And if you want coaching, all you got to do is DM him and he'll close you from there if you're interested. He's charging $6K for it last time I checked. The course is something like, $395 for the course. And then he's got some upsells there as well. And he's doing very well. Oh, right there, we got 50 sales. So I don't even know. I don't know. Do the math. 50 times 400. What is that? 20K. So he's even sold more than I thought. I mean, he's just doing very well. Because keep in mind that 52K, that's only just what we made when we started off. But so he's got this course. Now, normally I don't help people do courses, but in his case, he was about to finish it up, so I just helped him finish it, and then we did the high-ticket program and went from there. So, again, this is not complicated. This is not a complicated business model. You just have a couple of things to sell. I mean, you can get away with just selling coaching programs if it's a good enough program, and all you do is tweet. The biggest challenge for most people is just making a coaching program that people actually want to buy. Now, that's actually it's one of those things where once it's set up, once we build the offer for you, you just keep selling it forever. And the biggest challenge is always getting it working in the first place for people. And that's obviously what we do in the List Money Multiplier program. And then the other thing is that we do, once we have that set up and we show you how to sell it, we show you how to deliver it, market it, we show you how to make people happy and all that. The other thing that we do is we set this up. So this is the lead magnet. So this is how you get people in your program or in your email list, and then we send them a bunch of automated emails where we basically just send them a bunch of propaganda on how awesome we are. So we'll talk about how we discovered what we discovered, why it's so amazing, who it's for. We'll talk about who's succeeded with it in the past, and it'll just be like a steady stream of emails. So that way, anytime you open up your program, whether you decide to open up yourself or if you want to keep it open full time, it's up to you. The point is, anytime you're ready to pitch it to them, it's basically done on autopilot. So they're already sold, and all they have to do is essentially buy, and then all you do is send them to that, and then that's it. So we do all that in the program. It's actually very, very, very simple. Very simple. You can make a lot of money doing this if you're in a good market, and go from there. Okay, so the reason this doesn't take that long to do, and this is very important to understand, this doesn't take a lot of his time to make this kind of money. And if he just closes 2 people a month, he's making $12K. And as you saw, he already made $20K from his course. So he's made quite a bit more than the $52K that I mentioned since being in the program. Now, one thing he really should do is move his coaching to group coaching. The only reason he hasn't done that is, is because when he was in the program, we didn't emphasize group coaching as much. but he should move his one-on-one to group coaching, so that way he can just take on people more efficiently. But I think even with one-on-one coaching, he's not working more than 10 hours a week if you're also including him tweeting, you know. So the initial tweets, you only need to tweet a couple hours a week, right? Once this is set up. I mean, you can certainly write some threads, and you can do some other things as well with your time, like go on podcasts or stuff like that. So you can do stuff like that to promote. But once you do that, you just send them to the lead magnet that we set up in the program and then automated email sequence, and people are pretty much sold on their own. So that doesn't really take you a lot of time. And the good thing about that automated email sequence is it sends your most persuasive content so people can be persuaded as quickly as possible to buy from you without doing a live webinar or anything like that. So, excuse me. So that stuff works very well. We found it works very well for clients, and that's why we do it. And you can see, I mean, you do a few hours of content a week, and then you deliver your program. So coaching programs, even for him doing one-on-one, he's probably not spending more than a few hours a week with clients. And if he's doing group coaching, especially as he scales, you know, he's definitely doesn't have to do much more than that. So if you just add that up, you can see why it doesn't take more than 5 to 10 hours a week to do this stuff once it's set up. And then, you know, you're making considerable money. And most people are making considerable amounts of money. A lot of people have gone through this program making 6 figures a year added from this. I don't like to promise specific income claims, but it is somewhere. It's very reasonable to say you could make 6 figures a year. Some people make a little bit less. Some people make a little bit more. Some people make a lot more. But this is what we've seen, and this is how it works.